Buying a vehicle in the Wabash Valley has never been so easy. Just point, click, and take your pick at DorsetAutomotive.com. New or pre-owned, you call the shots. Go ahead and give it a try. Point, click, and take your pick now at DorsetAutomotive.com.
To be quite honest, that 20 minutes in the second half couldn't move fast enough for me. I just wanted to get a win and wanted it so bad for the guys, and it's been a struggle, we know it. I mean, it's been a real struggle, and we've shown signs today of being the team we once were, playing together better, sharing the ball on offense. Defensively, we had a little more bite to us, and Bradley played their tail off. I thought they did a good job and played their tail off, and we are what we are, and now we got to be big fans of Barry Henson and the Salukis tonight. I hate to say that since Paul Lusk is a good friend, but we're going to be pulling for him. I wish that game was already over, not have to sit around all day, but just happy for our three seniors to be sent out in a way they deserve to be sent out.
Well, Greg, you said it's a relief, and what kind of relief did you see in the guys' faces as the game went along and also, obviously, afterwards?
Well, part of that, Todd, and I didn't talk to you, after I read your one article about it. For one, I've always told you I think you're too negative, and I can't be like that. Sometimes this happens, and whether it's you're getting beat by 30 or getting beat by 1, it doesn't matter. You're getting beat, but it's been a struggle. But what bothers me and what I think's the most important thing is the relationships you build with your guys. We had practice 2 days ago. I'm talking to the team. Devontae's got his head down, and I say something to him while they're stretching. Devontae, don't do that. And he put his head down and he walked off the floor. I go back in the tunnel, and he broke down. I mean, these kids carry a burden. I mean, they're not trying to play poorly. They're not trying to lose and disappoint people. They have given these three seniors given so much to this community, this town, this team, this university, and sometimes it just doesn't go the way you want to. And it is a relief. You can see it on their faces, and I thought that was good for him to release some emotion. And I told him I'd do it. I have to. But those guys deserve to be sent out that way. They're a special group, and I think the other guys feel it too. I think the other guys feel it too. Matt hits a shot, and Brandon Burnett comes in and gives you something. I thought Brenton passed the ball as well as he'd have. Ev gives it, picks us up. So it's what makes being in a place like this special and having this team special.
Greg, how important was it that early start? I mean, you just jumped on them.
Huge for us because we've started poorly in both halves. We really have. It's like we're going out there and we're a fighter that starts slow. Takes jabs, and does those things, and coming out and instead of asserting ourselves and being aggressive. And we've done that a lot. And I don't know if it's what I say to them pregame, if I say too much or say too much at halftime. I don't know, but that was really good to get off to a better start. And we didn't start offensively in the second half very good, but we were getting stops. So I thought both halves we started better.
Yeah, I think maybe the way you got back to the way you are today is maybe defensively a little bit. Took some hope away from Bradley, obviously.
Yeah, I think we stopped in 11 of the first 12 possessions, something like that, and that's always the way we've been. And when you're struggling shooting the basketball, if you can get a turnover or you get them to miss, and we can run out and attack them before they're set, we have to do that. We have to do that. And what's killed us is look what our defense has done. We were 18th in the country to 90th or something like that, and that hasn't helped our offense either.
You had a chance to talk about your seniors out there, and you talked about them a little bit in here, and it was good to see them, play well too.
Yeah.
And, just talk about, you mentioned Devontae and what it means to them, and how do they build on this now? And you have a beachhead to build on.
Yeah.
And obviously that's.
Well, we're gonna go as they go. When they've struggled, we've kind of struggled, and it's been an accumulating effect. When they've struggled, those other guys that are supposed to pick us up haven't done it, and people have really taken Brenton and Devontae away from us. I think Devontae's been trying to play the right way. Christian's percentages have struggled. He's always good defensively, and Brandon, giving him the start on senior night was a good spark for us, and he's such a good teammate. The other guys are going to, excuse me, the other guys are going to pull for them. So I want to talk more about each of them, but there's no way I'd have been able to get through it. I didn't want to look like a big crybaby today, so I'll just say what I got to say in person with him.
What do you continue to work on now that you have some time? You don't know how much time yet, but what did you maybe see some positives in today, but that still needs to be worked on a little bit? They have finally a little bit more time to do next week.
Yeah, and we can rest. We can rest tomorrow, and hopefully, if things go our way, we could get in 3 good practices and another day off during the week. But I thought we moved the ball better, shared it better, even though we had only had 8 assists. Ace, you keeping assists again? Are you keeping assists again?
No, yeah.
I thought we had a few more of those because I thought we passed the ball better. And then defensively, we had a little bite to us. We got to finish with some blockouts in our smaller lineups, but we took some stuff away. We had a little more bite to us, so it just looked like maybe we got a chance to get ourselves back. Thanks, guys.
During the course of the losing streak, that what you guys needed was a win to kind of straighten things out, and today was finally that day. And just talk about the relief, the sense of relief that you guys must have to put that streak behind you.
It's definitely a big sigh of relief, but it started in practice. We just didn't wake up today and just beat the team. Obviously they beaten us before, so it was more preparation, more of a want to, more of an excitement to get up and prepare for these guys. And that's a tough group over there that's fearless. They're a bunch of freshmen and a couple of older guys that don't really understand the valley. What teams expect out of what. So they're fearless. They come in any gym and they don't care. They'll battle you. But I thought I appreciate the rest of the guys sending us out the right way, and it was definitely a fun day.
Same thing for you, Devontae and Brandon. I imagine it was very important for you guys to go out on top, but also just put this kind of bad feeling behind you and have something positive to build on going to St. Louis next week.
Absolutely. I talked to you in recent weeks, and I just said, one win starts a winning streak, and that's all we need to do. It happened to be the last home game, but I'm just happy that we got a win and we got that monkey off our back. And when you get wins and things start to snowpile for you, so now you have good practices, and that good practices led to a good win. Now you get more and more good practices, it's going to lead to more wins, and that's what we need going into St. Louis, because we've been to the finals before, but we never won it, and we know what it takes to get to the finals, but we got to be able to get over that hump.
Any thoughts, Brandon?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Devontae. It's just, it's hard to get that monkey off your back sometimes. Like Coach Caldy says, like a negative cloud over you. You come in every day and it's almost like everything's negative. So to get a win, it's something positive. It gets a little doubt out of our mind. Knows we can win again. It just feels good, and I think it'll just give everyone a good energy going into St. Louis.
Well, Christian mentioned that practice was more positive, but for both you and Devontae, what do you think helped this game become more positive? Like, what you guys do on the floor a little bit better than you have been?
I think just pulling for each other, excitement for each other. You see the bench was real into it today. Every player on the floor, we were huddling up, talking after every dead ball. So I think that helped a lot. Everyone's on the same page. So that helps a lot when we're out there.
I think it was a lot of what they said, and also we had a lot of confidence coming in this week. You keep, it's like we talked about earlier, you keep working towards something, you see the progress in practice, eventually it's going to pan out, and definitely pan out today, and really, really well for us, and we had the custom going against a lot of freshmen, and you got to impose our will. We had a good time of a good thing of imposing our will, and it worked out for us, and it led to the win, and our defense was there today. We had a couple of mishaps, but defensively we was good for one of the most solid games we were. Everyone off the bench came in and defensively was locked in and knew their matchups. B. Scott knew all his matchups, and he was able to guard 3 or 4 guys today, different guys, and he normally never does that. And he was definitely one of the key factors on the defensive end for us. K. Smith still doing what he does on that defensive thing, and then Brandon coming in there and giving us that spark offensively. He's moving the ball. He's a tough guard. So there's a lot of good things that help us get this win tonight.
Yeah, Christian, Devontae talked about it, of course, but what I thought was back a little bit today was the defensive identity was certainly there today for you guys, and we just that's what you guys do best, and just talk about recapturing some of that.
Coaches always just appreciate having a bite to your defense. We definitely had to be in the weak side a lot more today, and I think we were. I think they got a couple of them in there, but definitely had that feel of flying around and being active and everybody being on the same page defensively. We had a couple mishaps, but we had those even in our good stretch too. So, but yeah, the defense is definitely what stepped it up, and if we're going to do anything this next week, the defense is what's gonna have to get it there.
You guys talk about getting a monkey off your back. I mean, just how do you feel right now? I mean, it's just gotta be, just, you know, I don't know if great feeling is the right way to put it, but just, you know, I remember that Steve Young clip they showed from Super Bowls one time when they're literally pulling a monkey off his back. I mean, is that kind of how you guys feel right now? I mean, just to get it over with?
Absolutely. I think that's definitely you see everybody, their aura is just a lot better. Everybody's feeling really good, more positive energy, and that's what we need right now. It just always feels good to get a win. It don't matter if you won a 15-game winning streak or you get a 1-game winning streak. It always feels good to win, and it just feels good, and then hopefully we can snowball this thing.
Anything else? Congratulations, guys.
Also,